Hello, Richard from budgetguitarist.com. Today I'm going to answer the question, are Epiphone guitars any good? Yes. In this video I'm going to give you my thoughts on the topic, but be sure to watch to the very end. I mean, it's a short video, right? But that's where my best argument is, that Epiphones can be a great choice. Okay, let's be honest. Some of you are watching this video because you wanted to validate your opinion on Epiphone, or you want to feel better about your purchase of an Epiphone guitar. It's human nature to want validation. I mean, we're tribal by nature, and there's plenty of companies who want to overcharge us. And we don't want other people to laugh at us and point. Or no, it's the other way around, point and laugh, right? And we also don't want to feel like we're missing out because we can't afford an expensive brand and we have to settle for something less expensive, right? To simplify, we worry about what other people think. So if you see that other people are happily using Epiphone guitars, makes you feel better about your purchase. You can feel like you're part of a group. I'm not going to tell you to ignore all of that because we're all human. We have emotions and we feel these things from time to time. But I'm happy to dismantle some of the foolishness around brand snobbery. Okay, so let's start with price. If you compare the price of an Epiphone Les Paul from 20 years ago to the price of one now and you adjust for inflation, the Epiphone Les Paul is still a great deal, and it's a great deal compared to a Gibson Les Paul, right? They look almost identical. They play and sound almost as good, and in a recording, practically nobody's going to notice the difference. And the Epiphone is 20 to 25% the cost of a Gibson, okay? So they look great, they sound great, they can play great if set up correctly, and they're inexpensive compared to Gibson. What's not to like? I own 4 Epiphone guitars. I've got 2 Les Pauls. I've got a 339, and recently I got an SG. I like them. I play them. I think they're good guitars. Are they the best playing and sounding instruments I own? No, but they're good. I also own 2 Gibson Les Pauls. Are my Epiphones better than my Gibsons? Well, it depends. I think my Gibsons play better, but I think my Epiphones look nicer. Do you own a hammer? And if you do, how much did you pay for it? I don't remember when I bought my hammer. It was probably 30 years ago. I probably went to Lowe's and I probably spent $20 on it. It works great. Did you know that you can buy a hammer by a company called Stiletto for $250? Now, is that hammer better than mine? Yep. Would I ever spend $250 on a hammer? Nope. Ah, but you say, a guitar is more than a tool. It's a work of art. Yup. It's something you develop a personal attachment with. Yup. It's a musical instrument and you want to be inspired to play it. Yup. It's a status symbol. Okay, if you want to buy a guitar that's a status symbol, don't buy an Epiphone. It won't impress anyone who knows guitars. Nope. If you want to flex and show that you can afford to drop crazy money on a guitar, Epiphone is a bad choice. There are plenty of far more expensive guitars from Gibson and PRS. Ooh, how about this? How about a private stock 10 top from PRS for 13 grand hanging on your wall? Now that will impress people who will be impressed by the amount of money you spend, if that's what you're after. Let's get back to the question though. Are Epiphone guitars good? In general, yes, they are. But they're also budget guitars. Well, most of them. And at this price range, there's some realities to face. Most guitarists I know seem to agree that the Pro Bucker pickups are pretty good, and the Alnico Classic pickups are not. So depending on your Epiphone, it may or may not make sense for you to upgrade your pickups. Okay? And most guitars in this price range will need a setup, and sometimes they might even need a level crown. But I mean, that's pretty much every guitar for under $800. Are Epiphone guitars just as good as the best guitars on the market that sell for $4,000? No, but that's not the point of the brand, right? So I'm going to leave you with an analogy. Okay. I recorded my last album on a 2018 MacBook Pro. Now, the year that laptop came out, it sold for around $2,000. Not that long ago, I got an M1 Mac Mini for $400. All right. I'm going to record my next album on a $400 computer. But now, wait a minute. Why wouldn't I save up $2,000 again and buy like a Mac Studio computer? It's what the pros use. It's faster and it's better in every single way than the M1 Mac Mini, except price. But for what I do, the M1 Mac Mini has more than enough power. It's more than good enough to get the results that I want. Why would I overspend when I don't need to, right? The same case could be made for Epiphone. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you again some future Friday at 5.